Hey everyone, it's Adrian, Psychic Ace here, and I'm doing a timeless reading on what your spirit guides want you to know. So we're just going to jump right into it, shuffle our cards, and see what this message is all about here. Alright. I felt like you said something to somebody and now you're sort of waiting on how they're going to respond. You might even feel like there's some sort of tension. You're wanting to proceed a connection with somebody, but you feel like they're not playing ball with you. Your spirit guides want you to know that it's enough right now. All right, you've said what you needed to say. Now they're going to make their move into actually connecting with you. What you did was you planted a seed. The things that you said, right? Swords has to do with communication and logic. The things that you said is showing that they are actually digesting those words here. Expand a little bit more, even with this King of Cups, right? So we're seeing them emotionally start opening up. Whoever this connection is, it almost feels like they are somebody who hides a lot. They're somebody who is not emotionally expressive. So what you said is you actually made them more emotional, and they're starting to work with this energy that they haven't worked to in a while. Whoever this is, I feel like they can be a little bit stern. They can be a little bit their way or the highway. And that Queen of Swords is saying, well, hey, you know what? You're going to show off who you are. I love this message here. Keep expanding a little bit more. Even with this Ten of Swords, your spirit guides really want you to know that you have learned so much through your past. And I even feel that your energy, the way you talk, the way you walk, how you even spend your money on things is completely different. So this Ten of Swords, you're no longer letting that energy of pain, despair actually get to you. So whenever you're noticing moments where you're just not aligned, you're stepping up. You are the Queen of Swords, and these Ten of Swords that are in your back is nothing. And your spirit guides really want you to know to just honor your pain, right? Sometimes when we have pain, we try to almost admit that it's not actually there. But when we realize, hey, we have been hurt, it gives us awareness that we can learn through the hurt. So whenever people need our advice on how to deal with a difficult time, we can be there. Your spirit guides really want you to know is you are becoming a healer. You're already a healer, but you're going to start realizing that ability of healing other people is going to be more apparent. You're going to realize people are coming up to you. You're going to realize that the trials and tribulations of what you're dealing with, people in your life are suddenly dealing with that as well. So I love this. Keep expanding here. And with this Ace of Cups, I feel as well that you have lost some friends, some family, maybe even some close connections. And this Ace of Cups is really showing that new connections are starting to actually arise for you here. So that Ace of Cups, you'll even start noticing that whenever people are connecting to you, they're just more emotionally expressive. You'll even notice that people just tell you like deep secrets immediately here. And I love that. I love that. Keep expanding. Three of Wands. One thing you are more clear about now is your future. Now, one thing I do see is that you kind of doubt your future because you might even feel like it's taking so long for it to actually take off. So this Three of Wands is here to understand that, hey, there's a lot more behind the scenes work that is actually going on. And just because it's taking long doesn't mean it's actually taking long. You could be working for something for months and months and months, and all you need is that good week, and it literally will change your life. So understand that what you're doing, you are already making active effort. You don't have to overstrain yourself. You don't have to over hustle and feel like you got to be on it 24/7. There's a time to relax. Spirit wants you to know, hey, relax. There's no rush. You're divinely guided. It's in divine time. Expand a little bit more. Two of Swords. I feel at times whenever you don't actually know where to go, you'll sort of just stress yourself out and feel like you need to do something right now. And this corresponds with the Three of Wands energy that we are picking up, of you feeling like you need to always keep doing something. Two of Swords, if you feel like you need to relax, sometimes it's about relaxing. Sometimes it's about enjoying. Sometimes it's about acknowledging we don't always need to figure out what where we need to go here. Expand a little bit more. Queen of Cups, you'll even start honoring your emotions. I feel like as well that whenever you would talk, you might have felt like you have to talk in specific ways, or you couldn't express yourself around these groups of people. You'll even start noticing that you're very emotionally towards yourself, and you're going to see that radiate with your friends group, with your family, as people are being drawn towards you. They're going to realize like, hey, this person is insanely confident. Who is this actual person? Why are they so enticing here? And that's the shadow work that you have actually done. Expand a little bit more. That Hermit. Now, that Hermit is always a sense of introspection, right? That Hermit is actually talking about being alone. And I feel like you have been feeling like you've been alone for quite some time. And just understand that whenever we feel alone, it's not like we're actually alone. And this really is a deep card to know that your spirit guides are talking to you at all times. They want you to notice, because you even seen some signs. You'll probably even notice lights flicker. You see a feather. You see 222, reoccurring numbers. But you might not understand what that fully means here. And your spirit guides want you to know that you are actually never alone, that they always have your back, even when you're dealing with tough situations like this. Expand a little bit more. And we see that Page of Pentacles. Your money is going to transition in such a beautiful way as long as you're giving it time. That Page of Pentacles, you're going to start coming into new sorts of money here, and I feel like it might even be a little unexpected and even a little sooner with how you actually think. That Page of Pentacles is almost like, oh wow, this just came out of my lap. Oh wow, this just came out of nowhere here. And really, this sort of energy is really trying to make sure that you are able to juggle the unexpectedness whenever life and stuff is going on. Just make sure that you are balanced, you are honoring yourself. And as you do that, you'll start noticing massive progressions in your life. There's no rush. There's nothing you need to do immediately. Take some time to relax, to honor yourself. With that Queen of Swords, you've said enough. You'll start realizing that people start coming up to you. And even there's one specific person that you have in mind, and they're going to start emotionally open up and take some action. So this is overall what we have. This is just a very quick reading here. If you want your own personal reading, I put a link in the email below. You can check that out. If you ever have questions or comments as well, you can always message me. My Instagram is PsychicAce111. I also have a TikTok that is PsychicAce111. Thank you so much, and I hope all of you have an amazing rest of the day. Take care.